Hello my little tribers, happy Monday. Hope everybody had a really nice Mother's Day yesterday, if you're a mother. But everyone's got a mummy, so hopefully you spoiled your mummy. Just a quick live, wanted to say something about monitoring your progress. So it's really funny having this conversation. I had a lovely lady over today, Georgina, talking about products and talking about, hi Kerry, talking about, when you started, why I started. And for me it was because I was so tired. That was the main thing. I didn't even think about losing weight. I just thought, like, that's a whole other conversation, that's a whole other thing to undertake. I just started because I wanted the energy, so that's why I started the Keto coffee. I remember, putting the babies down for a nap. Hi Soraya, hi Sue. Putting the babies down for a nap and then sitting on the sofa and just being so tired. I remember like hiding in the kitchen when the babies would be having tantrums and going, oh God, I hope they don't know I'm in here, I just can't handle it. And I'm sure we've all been there where we've hidden from the kids, stayed a little bit extra time in the toilet hoping that they don't know you're in there. So for me, that was my big thing, of just being so exhausted all the time. Really long days in clinic and feeling like at the end of the day I just couldn't articulate what I wanted to say because I was really tired, and fell into that horrible rut of just drinking too much coffee because I thought I needed it, and grabbing food on the go and finishing the kids' meals. When they'd leftovers, I just grab something that they left over instead of making proper meals. So I think we've all kind of been there. So that was my starting point. When I started the Keto coffee, obviously I weighed myself, I took measurements, took pictures, really important. But now that I'm quite a few months down the line, obviously I take pictures every so often. You've seen my results. I weigh every couple of weeks just to make sure that I'm not putting on weight, and measure every so often. But in the early days it's really important because you might not be losing weight on certain weeks, but you'll be losing inches, so that'll keep you motivated. Yeah, I know, Soraya. But the other thing I was thinking today is you should write down when you first start how you feel, like day to day, how you feel day to day. When do you feel tired? When do you, how do you feel emotionally? Do you feel stressed all the time? Are you not sleeping? Write down all the little niggly lists of things that are showing that you're not 100% well and healthy. So things like indigestion, heartburn, bloating, IBS, flaky skin, gum inflammation. That was the thing for me that I didn't realise was going to be solved by keto. So I used to get really bad gum inflammation since having the twins, which is kind of common, like teeth issues and whatever else after babies. But I tried everything for that, and I never thought that would be solved by keto. But yeah, I never get any bleeding gums anymore, and my teeth are so much whiter as well. So write down all the niggly little things that you're not sure if they'll be solved by keto or not, but have them in a list, because when things start to go, you won't almost even realise that things are being solved by stopping the inflammatory cascade that's caused by sugar and high carb and the wrong sort of carb intake. You won't even realize these things are going to be solved. Things like my skin is so much better now than it ever used to be. Even without makeup, it's so much brighter. The first few weeks on keto I got lots of spots, but that's really normal. That's a hormonal thing quite often, when your fat cells are popping and releasing, I think it's estrogen. But yeah, it's loads of things. Obviously there's no cellulite anymore. My skin is so soft, like all over my body it's so soft. Just little things like that. So write them down, because you won't remember what you used to have before you started. Oh look, Sue, brilliant. Less joint pain, that's amazing. Yeah, just even the low carb principles. Like I say, I don't think necessarily everybody has to go keto, but I think that everybody will benefit from the low carb swaps for sure, absolutely. But you know, the other thing is my husband, he said, oh, I feel really bloated, I think I've put on weight. But then he weighs himself and he's not put on weight. It's because your perception of what you look like, you're seeing that every day, so you don't even see the changes unless you're monitoring, unless you're, you know, taking pictures and you look back at the starting picture, unless you've got a written list of, you know, health niggles, because it doesn't mean you necessarily have loads of, you know, you're unhealthy, that you think, you know, you've not got lots of diseases and conditions, but health niggles that just show that you're not as healthy as you could be. Like if you were completely well and thriving, then, you know, all these things start to just disappear. So that's my top tip today for Monday, is just if you're newly starting, or you know, if you're kind of early on in the process, is write down all the niggly things. Because what you'll find is, as your liver gets healthier, as you don't have that inflammatory cascade for months and months and months and months, as you naturally start to fast, because you find that you're not hungry, so you extend the time in between meals and you're not snacking. All those things are so beneficial for our body. You know, if you're doing proper extended fasting, so you're not eating until lunchtime, then it helps the body with autophagy, and it goes in and starts to clear up the debris and repair damaged cells. So because the nutrients are not coming in to make new cells, the most cost efficient way of you know, maintaining the body is to go in and repair damaged cells. So that's why it can be so beneficial. And that's why it's not just about losing weight. You know, losing weight is awesome, it's great. I went shopping on Saturday, I could try on whatever I wanted. But you know, really, long-term health is really, really mega important, and that's what you will get on this way of eating that you won't get on just a calorie controlled diet that'll make you lose weight. But you know, you could be calorie controlled and eating loads of Muller yogurts, which are full of sugar, just because they're low fat, you know. So that's my top tip for today. Hopefully everyone will comment with the things that are changing for them health wise. I think that'll be a real boost for people. And yeah, if you've got any questions or you come across any amazing recipes, post them on the group, because we love sharing. Happy Monday!